another video with new stories from Ethiopia and Eritrea. Firstly, on Eid day in Addis Ababa, a police official deputed for the security of the Eid gathering in Addis Ababa fired tear gas that led to chaos in Addis Ababa near Maskell Square of Addis Ababa. We saw clashes as well between security forces and Muslim community members. Some buildings were damaged too. The security official was arrested and today he was taken to a court. What did he say there? Secondly, PM Abiy today announced that he intends to spend on the renovation of the houses owned by poor people in Addis Ababa, Ethiopian capital. He intends to allocate some money from his own pocket. He is claiming that. And lastly, we'll try to have a detailed look at a project in Eritrea which is going to be a game changer, economic game changer for Eritrea. Eritrea is trying to involve Russia. Some meetings have been held between Russian ambassador to Eritrea and a company which is working on the project. We know that a top level Eritrean delegation visited Russia as well a few days ago. The visit seems to be linked to this project which is of significance for Eritrea. Eritrea heavily relies on foreign remittances. It does not receive lots of foreign direct investments, especially from the US, from Europe. So Eritrea is hinging its hopes on this project, but for this project it needs capital, it needs money. Eritrea seems to be looking towards Russia. We'll have a detailed look at this project. Firstly, we know that during Eid celebration in Addis Ababa, a conflict emerged because a police official fired tear gas at Eid gathering of Muslim community in Addis Ababa. Tens of thousands were praying when this police official fired tear gas. That led to real chaos. Did two videos on that. People just tried to flee the spot. There was scrambling to find shelters. There were clashes between security forces and worshippers as well, and some Muslims attacked buildings as well, nearby buildings. The police official was arrested. Today he was taken to a court. He appeared in a court in the custody of police. What did he say? Firstly, his name is Ambola Ute. And he said that he fired tear gas by mistake. It wasn't intentional. He said that he had lost his parents and he was the only one who was taking care of his brother and sister. But he complained that he was deputed for the security of Eid gathering at 7 p.m. It means he was deputed around 12 hours before the start of Eid prayer. So he complained about long duty hours. But he said he just made a mistake. It happened by mistake. It wasn't intentional. Now, police requested the court for 14-day physical remand of Ambola Ote. Now, the court has granted 14-day remand to the police. Police will investigate him more. So far, no report from the police that he fired tear gas intentionally. Police will investigate more. Then in coming days, we could see a detailed report from police about the investigation which is underway. Secondly, viewers, Ethiopian PM Abiy today chaired a meeting of Addis Ababa City Council. He there analyzed the 9-month performance of the government, and there he made an announcement. He said that he was planning to spend money on the renovation of the houses owned by the poor people in Addis Ababa, and he had plans to spend around 15 to 20 millions from his own pocket, which he earned from his book. He wrote a book, that it was published, I think, in 2018. I think Madimer is the name of the book, I think. And he earned money from the publishing of the book. He says that he intends to allocate some money from his own account for the renovation of the houses of the poor. A very good gesture, a good act, commendable act. But since PM Abiy came to office in 2018, how many Ethiopians have been displaced so far? Millions. Not tens of thousands, millions. Tigrayans, Amharas, Afars, now Oromos. You are seeing what's happening in Oromia these days. Due to start of new conflicts, armed conflicts by PM Abiy's government, millions have been displaced. And process is ongoing. In Oromia, no signs of an end to the campaign against Oromo Liberation Army. On daily basis, we are hearing that civilians are being killed in Oromia. They're being displaced as well. Displacements underway from Tigray towards Amhara. And people are being relocated from Tigray, and they're being rehabilitated in Amhara. Overall, after PM Abiy took office, millions have been displaced. Tens of thousands are in dire need of food aid. Yes, what he has announced, it's a commendable act. If he spends a few million Ethiopian birds from his pocket, it should be appreciated. But he must try to resolve conflicts. He should not start new conflicts. New conflicts will lead to new displacements, hunger crisis. It will lead to problem for Ethiopia as a whole. Let's see, will he spend, where will he spend? We'll try to update you in coming videos. Lastly, viewers, very important news stories from Eritrea. Eritrea is trying to involve Russia for a project which is a game changer project for Eritrea. It's an economic game changer for Eritrea. Some meetings have been held between a Russian ambassador to Eritrea and an Australian company working in Eritrea. Igor N. Mozgo is Russian ambassador to Eritrea. He has held some meetings with Mr. Cornelius, who is the chairman of Danakil Limited. Danakil Limited is an Australian mining firm. This mining firm in 2015 signed an agreement with Eritrean government. Eritrean mining company and Danakil mining company of Australia, they are partners. They are mining potash in Eritrea. In the Danakil desert of Eritrea, which is on Eritrea Ethiopia border, there are huge potash deposits. Potash is used in making fertilizers, glass, soap. It's used in dyeing as well, and it's in demand because fertilizer prices are increasing, And Eritrean potash deposits are very easy to be extracted. It's the only open pit potash mine in the world, which is in Eritrea, in the Danakil desert. Danakil desert. Open pit means that it's very easy to extract it. You don't need to dig deep. Secondly, the potash is extremely high quality. And thirdly, this potash mine is just 70 kilometers away from the coast. So it's very easy to transport, to export this potash deposit. That is why this potash deposit, which is the largest in Africa, if it is extracted, it could be an economic game changer for Eritrea. Eritrea heavily relies on foreign remittances. Eritreans living abroad, they send money to Eritrea. Foreign direct investment is not playing any role in Eritrean economy. China has announced some investments. Now Eritrea is part of China's Belt and Road Initiative, and China was working on constructing a road, 5-kilometer long road, which connects Massawa and the other port, Assab port in Eritrea. Overall, Eritrea does not receive lots of foreign direct investment from EU, from US. It relies heavily on remittances sent by Eritrean diaspora. So this potash deposit is an economic game changer. Why? Because it's worth billions of US dollars. And 11 billion tons is the deposit which is in the Danakil desert, and its value is around 100 billion US dollars, even more than that. And Eritrean mining company, an Australian mining company, both are partners, 50-50 partners. But what is the problem? Problem is capital, money. Eritrea was under sanctions. Then in 2018, Eritrea, Ethiopia signed a peace agreement. And after that, this Australian company, this company managed to secure some loans from some African banks. And it started its work. But even now, the company is in need of capital. That is why some meetings have been held between this company's chairman, Mr. Cornelius, and Russian ambassador to Eritrea. And one of the items on the agenda of an Eritrean delegation which visited Russia a few days ago was this project, the Danakil mining project. It's called Colluli mine as well, Colluli mine project. Can China be a potential investor as well? Can China be part of this project? China-Australia relations are not very friendly, and Danakil Limited mining in Eritrea in the Danakil desert, it's an Australian company. So I think Russia is more suitable for Eritrea. If Russia is willing to be involved in this project. Interestingly, viewers, Ethiopia also has huge potash deposits in Afar, because this desert is on Eritrea-Ethiopia border. Let's see, will Russia be part of this project? We'll try to update you in coming videos about this development. Thank you for watching.